Hi, it's Patrick Mathieu from ChoosedayChallenge.com. We've made it. It's finally the 10th edition of our 10-week Tuesday Challenge series. So, what do you think so far? Listen, if you haven't already watched the previous 9 videos, I strongly suggest you go back and watch them and actually do the challenges. Do the 9 weeks, because what we're about to tackle this week it can be pretty big. So if you're just jumping in at week number 10, you can try it, but I think you'll get more out of it if you start from the beginning and work your way up. This week I want to talk about your family. Yes, I've been asking you to choose different things in your lives. Look at how you're choosing. Look at the choices that you're making and realize that you do have a choice. Now, talking about your family, some of you might say, but I don't have a choice about my family. And I want to tell you that you do. Let me explain. Yes, you don't have a choice as to who is your biological family. You don't have a choice if you have a blended family. You don't have any choices in that matter. But you do have a choice as to how you allow those people to impact you. And what I mean by that is, there's a concept that I believe in that I've heard somewhere else. I can't remember where I heard it from, but it really strongly resonates with me. We teach people how to treat us. I'm going to say that again. We teach people how to treat us. Whether it's your family, whether it's coworkers, friends, any person that you have a social interaction with more than once, you have an opportunity to teach that person how you are to be treated. Now, you can't control whether they will actually do that or not. So that brings me to the second point. The second thing I want you to consider in choosing your family is choosing the impact that you allow them to have on you. And I know this can be a Herculean effort because they're your family. They're supposed to have your back. They're supposed to be there for you. And sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. The difference is you need to control how you let that impact you. What meaning you attach to whether they're giving you support or not, to whether they're being critical of you or not. And it goes back to that idea of teaching them how to treat you. You need to be able to draw your boundaries. Know what you will accept and what you won't accept. Again, you can't control whether they will do that or not. But I guarantee you this, if you don't tell them, if you don't take a stand for yourself and stand up for yourself, they won't know. They won't treat you any differently if you don't tell them. Now, once you tell them that you want to be treated differently, once you tell them that you're asking for a certain level of respect, compassion, whatever it is that you're looking for out of that relationship, then it's up to them. What you need to be able to do, and I know this is difficult, is try to detach from establishing a meaning as to whether or not they've taken you up on your suggestions. The third and last point I want to make about this, there may come a time where you need to put some distance. And I'm not suggesting that you run away from home. I'm not suggesting that you cut people out of your lives at the drop of a hat. But I am suggesting it's your life and it's important. And don't stay in a situation that is too difficult for you, that's taking too much of a toll on you. Provided, and this is a big point, provided that you've very clearly told them how you need to be treated, and provided that you've tried to the best of your ability to detach from the meaning that you're placing around that. But there can come a time where you need to choose your family by choosing to limit the amount of time you spend with those people. So again, that's last resort. I'm very confident that if you do step number 1 and step number 2, if you teach them how to treat you, and if you detach from the meaning that you're attaching to, that you may be attaching to that will take you a long way. Ultimately, if you're having trouble with boundaries, if you're having trouble setting up those interpersonal relationships, if you're having trouble teaching people how to treat you, I strongly suggest you have a look at my online course called How to Be a Better Person. It's all about that exactly. It's all about setting yourself up first and letting the world know who you are, as opposed to bouncing around and trying to please everyone, as opposed to feeling like a victim. So have a look at that. It's online. If you go to ChoosedayLifeYouWant.com, you'll see the How to Be a Better Person course. Hopefully you've had a lot of fun over these 10 weeks with me. I know I've had a lot of fun doing these videos and bringing this course to you. Hopefully you now have a much clearer understanding of what it is about to choose the life you want. The fact that you do have a choice, the fact that it is your life and you get to choose each and every day. So, what are you going to choose?